right, Psalm 119, verse 81 through 88 is referenced by the Hebrew letter Kaph. That's interesting. It's not like, but it's a letter that's indicating that sound of the k. Anyway, verse 81 indicates, I hope in you. Let's look at what it says, verses 81 through 83. My soul longs for your salvation. I hope in your word. My eyes long for your promise. I ask, when will you comfort me? For I have become like a wineskin in the smoke, yet I have not forgotten your statutes. Now, most of us in this day and age are not really familiar with the tanning process, but when you tan a hide, you'll put the chemicals, whatever it is, that's going to soften that leather and make it pliable, and you'll work those in. But the final stage of tanning a hide is that you put it in an atmosphere where smoke permeates that leather, and that's really where you kind of get that tan look. But the reason for that is somehow the smoke interacts with the chemicals that are in there and make it stay that way for the remainder of that use. Makes it pliable, makes it usable. Otherwise, those chemicals, once they get wet, the leather will go back to being kind of hard, more like rawhide. So what he's laying out here is, for I have become like a wineskin in the smoke. He's saying, I'm feeling dreary, feeling like I've gotten hard, like I'm no longer pliable. I'm feeling like I was going to be usable, and then you have put me in a smoke, in a dry place. Well, what the wineskin doesn't know is it's only after that process that it truly becomes usable. And what's interesting to me is I think that the same story is true for us. It's only after we've gone through difficult times and seen God's movement in our lives that we truly become usable. Verses 84 through 87 say this: how long must your servant endure? When will you judge those who persecute me? The insolent have dug pitfalls for me. They do not live according to your law. All your commandments are sure. They persecute me with falsehood. Help me. They have almost made an end to me, or an end of me on earth. But I have not forsaken your precepts. So the first point is, I hope in you. The second point is, I need you. Finally, he ends with verse 88, and it says this: in your steadfast love, give me life, that I may keep the testimonies of your mouth. The final point is, I have your word. Obviously, we have his testimonies, we have his word. But I also want us to understand we have his covenantal promise. That's what steadfast love is talking about. You can trust that he's there, that he's going to be guiding you through. So boldly walk, trusting him today.